A trip meant to last just 3 hours turned into years of being stranded on a deserted island. No one expected Gilligan's Island, a seemingly lighthearted sitcom, to become an unforgettable memory for an entire generation. 7 strangers, one fateful storm, and countless escape plans that never worked. But here's the biggest surprise. Nearly 60 years later, their real lives became even more dramatic than the show itself. Some became legends, while others disappeared from Hollywood. So what really happened to them? Let's find out! Number 1. Bob Denver as Gilligan. The moment he appeared in Gilligan's Island, Bob Denver transformed Gilligan into the soul of the story, a clumsy sailor who constantly and unintentionally ruins every escape plan. When the show began in 1964, he was 29 years old, riding high after his success in Dobie Gillis. In the series, Gilligan feels like a walking accident, innocent, sincere, yet somehow throwing the entire island into chaos. That contradiction is exactly what made the character unforgettable for decades. After the show's massive success, Bob Denver became typecast, unable to escape the shadow of Gilligan in his later career. In real life, he went through 4 marriages and faced legal trouble related to marijuana in the 1990s, sparking public controversy. Despite that, he maintained a warm and friendly image with fans through various appearances. Bob Denver passed away in 2005 at the age of 70, a life tied to a single role, but that very role made him immortal in the hearts of audiences. Number 2. Alan Hale Jr. as the Skipper. If Gilligan represents chaos, then the Skipper is fragile order, and Alan Hale Jr. embodied that perfectly at the age of 42. His character, Captain Jonas Grumby, is both hot-tempered and deeply responsible, always trying to keep morale alive despite their hopeless situation. In every episode, the Skipper feels like a reluctant father figure, constantly scolding Gilligan while also protecting him the most. This role made Alan Hale Jr. a familiar and beloved face across America. After the show ended, he avoided major scandals but never quite reached the same level of success again, remaining closely tied to the Skipper persona. Notably, he opened a Gilligan's Island-themed restaurant, holding on to his golden era. Alan Hale Jr. passed away in 1990 at the age of 68 due to cancer. His life may not have been filled with dramatic twists, but he left behind the image of a devoted leader even when the ship never found its way home. Number 3. Jim Backus as Thurston Howell III. On a deserted island, luxury becomes a joke, and at 51, Jim Backus turned that irony into art through the character of Thurston Howell III. His billionaire persona clings to elegance and status, despite having nothing left but fine clothes and fading memories of wealth. That satire made Howell one of the show's most unique comedic figures. In real life, Jim Backus was already a seasoned actor, known for his distinctive voice and impressive work in voice acting. After Gilligan's Island, he continued performing, but his health declined due to Parkinson's disease. He passed away in 1989 at the age of 76. His life mirrored his character, once standing at the height of success, then quietly stepping away. Yet, like Howell, Jim Backus was never forgotten. Number 4. Natalie Schafer as Lovey Howell. When she joined Gilligan's Island at the age of 63, Natalie Schafer was not only the oldest cast member, but also the one who brought a unique elegance to Lovey Howell. Her character represents the ideal upper-class lady, graceful, optimistic, and composed even while stranded on a deserted island. Interestingly, in real life, Natalie disliked filming in remote locations, yet she committed fully to the role because she believed in the script. In the show, Lovey is more than just Howell's wife. She becomes a source of emotional stability for the group. After the series, Natalie chose a quiet life, stepping away from the spotlight. No scandals, no noise, her life flowed as gently as her character's personality. She passed away in 1991 at the age of 90. A long and peaceful journey, yet one that left a lasting impression as a symbol of timeless grace. Number 5. Tina Louise as Ginger Grant. The lights of Hollywood never seemed to fade for Ginger Grant, and at 30, Tina Louise brought this character to life with undeniable charm and confidence. In Gilligan's Island, Ginger is a movie star stranded on the island, yet she never loses her glamorous presence. Her character creates a fascinating contrast with Mary Ann, reflecting the image of Hollywood trapped in an ironic situation. After the show's success, Tina Louise chose a different path, refusing to participate in several reunion projects, which led to tension with fans and cast members. Still, she continued acting and writing books. As of 2026, at the age of 91, she remains the last surviving main cast member, a living icon, mysterious, proud, and unforgettable, just like Ginger Grant herself. Number 6. Russell Johnson as the Professor. If there was one character who made audiences believe science could save them from despair, it was the Professor, and at 40, Russell Johnson made that belief feel real. His character could build radios from coconuts and solve nearly every problem. except finding a way off the island, creating a lasting irony throughout the series. The professor represents logic and stability, often serving as the group's anchor during chaos. Before Gilligan's Island, Russell had served in the U.S. Air Force and built his career through supporting roles. After the show, he continued acting but never escaped the shadow of the professor. In real life, he suffered a heartbreaking loss when his son passed away, a tragedy that deeply affected him. Russell Johnson died in 2014 at the age of 89, a man who could fix everything except the pain in his own life. Number 7. Dawn Wells as Marianne Summers. Not fame, not wealth. Marianne Summers won hearts through simplicity, and at just 26, Dawn Wells delivered that with authenticity. Her character embodies the girl next door, kind, hardworking, and full of compassion. In the chaos of the island, Marianne becomes the emotional balance, the one people turn to for comfort. The role quickly turned Dawn Wells into a cultural icon and sparked the famous debate, Ginger or Marianne. After the show, she continued her career but also faced financial struggles and legal issues. Despite that, she remained deeply connected to fans and proud of the role that defined her life. She passed away in 2020 at the age of 82 due to COVID-19. A gentle icon, gone, but never forgotten. Number 8. Charles Maxwell as radio announcer. Without ever appearing on screen, Charles Maxwell became an essential part of Gilligan's Island through his voice as the radio announcer when he was in his 50s. Each time the radio crackled to life, it brought hope to the stranded group, only for that hope to fade again. His voice created an invisible layer of tension, keeping audiences waiting for a rescue that never came. Maxwell was already a seasoned character actor, but this unseen role became one of his most memorable contributions. After the show, he continued working in television while maintaining a low public profile. He passed away in 1993 at the age of 82, a man who never needed the spotlight, yet left a lasting echo. Number 9. Vito Scotti as guest characters. Within the isolated world of the island, every stranger brings chaos, and Vito Scotti, around 50 at the time, was the master of that chaos. With remarkable versatility, he played multiple roles, from con artist to eccentric figures, making each episode unpredictable. Though not a main character, he added essential flavor, bringing unexpected twists and moments of subtle darkness. In real life, Scotti was a prolific character actor with hundreds of credits across decades. After Gilligan's Island, he continued working tirelessly until his later years. Vito Scotti passed away in 1996 at the age of 78. A career without glamour, yet foundational to countless stories. Number 10. Nehemiah Persoff as guest role. With a serious presence, Nehemiah Persoff brought a completely different tone to Gilligan's Island at around 45 years old. His roles often carried psychological depth, contrasting sharply with the show's comedic nature. Persoff didn't need much screen time, just a glance or a line could capture attention. Before and after the series, he built a highly respected career in film and television. Remarkably, he lived beyond a century, becoming one of the rare actors to reach that milestone. His life was free from major scandals, defined instead by steady dedication to his craft. A brief appearance, but an impact that lasted over 100 years. The smiles on the island hid real-life tragedies, fame, loss, and scandal. None of them escaped fate. And the question remains, if that boat had never sunk, would their lives have turned out differently?